The best thing about this clean girl aesthetic hair is that you don't know whether this is slicks back with pomade and gel, or maybe my hair is just so greasy that it slicks back itself. We're all friends here. I can't believe I'm starting the video like this. My hair has not been washed for 5 days. It is the latter. Hello guys, so I'm going to be showing you my everyday makeup look. I'm going to say it's the clean girl aesthetic because it's definitely very youthful, it's really pretty, it's very clean. The skin looks really fresh, there's nothing crazy going on, it's very neutral but still very soft and it is more natural looking. I've been getting so many compliments on my makeup recently, even from strangers, which honestly is the best thing ever. There's no feeling like getting a compliment from a stranger because someone has taken time out of their day just to compliment you. They're not gaining anything from it, so I've really been appreciating that. But I wanted to share with you guys some new products and new techniques. My last makeup video that I did that was like the soft glam, I feel like it's probably my most watched, so I needed to update you guys on the new soft glam. I've not done my brows, which I usually do my brows first because I feel like everyone is set in their ways when it comes to brows, but I always get questions on what I use. So I start off with the Refi brow set and then I just brush my eyebrows up. I actually got my brows threaded recently and I swear she's taken half of my brow off. Did I say anything? Absolutely not, because my anxiety got the better of me, but it's fine. I kind of brush them up and then to the side a little bit, just so they're not dead straight up. I use the Refi brow pencil in the shade medium and I'll just, as lightly as possible, fill in any gaps on my brows. I really don't like to do my brows heavy. I used to try and make them look a little bit thicker, but I actually enjoy the natural shape. So that's one brow done. As you can see, there's not like a massive difference. They just look a little bit more put together. Like I said, I had my brows threaded and why did no one tell me it literally burns? Usually I get them waxed, but my usual lady wasn't free and my brows literally looked so wild. So I had to go and get them threaded in Superdrug and I swear I was almost in tears. I'm really liking this brow routine. It looks very natural. I'm going to start on my eyes today. So I'm going to use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Ginger. And this is just going to be my eye base. I'm just going to blend that all over the eye and carve out the brow a little bit. Taking the Laura Mercier translucent powder and I'm just going to set that down just so it's not sticky. I have a new favourite eyeshadow palette. I think I might have mentioned this on a vlog or maybe I've mentioned it before, but it's the Kylie Cosmetics palette in, I don't know what the name of this is, but I'll link it down below for you guys. It just looks like this and this is basically me in an eyeshadow palette. Like if I could create an eyeshadow palette, this is what it would look like. Even like the shimmery colours I sometimes use if I'm going out or like doing something a little bit more dramatic. Yeah, this is my favourite palette. It's so easy to blend and the colour payoff is ridiculous. I'm going to mix Unmatched and Peaches on a big fluffy blending brush. I'm not very precise with this, but I literally just blend that over the eyelid just to add a little bit of colour back onto my eyes again, because I feel like when you add concealer it looks very 2D, if that makes sense. Like already that's made such a difference. It just makes your eyes pop a little bit more. And then I always just drag it up in the corners because I kind of like the sexy siren eye look. These orangey tones on blue eyes, even brown eyes, really are gorgeous. Like they really make your eyes pop. And then I'm going to take the shade Vanilla, which is this vanilla shade, and I'm just going to take it on my finger and just pat that over my eyelid. Maybe there's a better way to do this, but this is quick, it's easy, I think it looks good. Then I'm going to take the shade Brunette on an angled brush, and you already know where this is going. Of course I have to do my cat eye. I have to do liner. Like if someone told me not to do it anymore, or like someone tries to convince me not to do it, I don't think I would. I try to keep the liner as close to the lash line as possible. I don't really like a thick liner. And I also don't go all the way across, I just stay in like the outer half of my eye. And then with the tail, I'll just drag it towards the corner of my brow. I obviously have lash extensions which I've gone back to. I'm so indecisive about whether I like them or not, but at the minute I'm in my lash extension era, so I'm just going to go through with a clean brush. But this would be the time to add mascara or maybe even a corner lash. I love the way a corner lash looks. I'm going to leave a link to my favourite pair of corner lashes. And yeah, I would only do a corner lash though with this look. I would never do a full one. This step is my favorite. Doing my face makeup, oh my gosh, I can't tell you how much money I've spent recently on trying new foundations and concealers and powders and cream blushes and bronzers, and I feel like I've really nailed down some incredible products and products that I feel like I've not heard anyone talk about. I'm just going to start off by cleansing my face with the Nip and Fab Glycolic Fix Daily Cleansing Pads, and I feel like this just gets rid of any oil or any excess makeup, and it just gives your base a little bit more of a fresh start. This is the moisturizer I've been loving recently. It's the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. This has been so good. It's so hydrating, especially because my skin's so dry. By the end of the day, my skin can start to look a little bit like cracked. But this just keeps my skin looking really hydrated all day. Of course, this is an essential. I never ever forget to apply SPF now. Even if I'm not leaving the house or the apartment, I will still apply SPF just because it's basically routine now. So I'm using the Supergoop Glow Screen in SPF 30. They also have an SPF 50, which I do take on holiday. But this will obviously protect your skin, which I'm trying to do more now, especially because I'm coming up to my 25th year of life, which I still can't quite believe. But it also gives the most gorgeous glow to your skin, and you can still see the glow from under your makeup. So I know we've all heard of the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, which is unbelievable. Like, it is so good, and I've been using that for ages under my skin tints, or even on its own just on a sunny day when I want more of a natural makeup look. But I think this is so much better. Just try it and you'll see why. So it's the Iconic Radiance Booster, and I was applying this in Ibiza, and Hannah was like, what on earth is that? And I was like, girl, I'm gonna put you on right now. It's so good under your foundation, or even on its own. Like, if I'm doing more of a natural makeup look, one pump of this all over the face is perfect. And it is a very similar concept to the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. So it just basically makes your foundation or anything you put over the top look face tuned and flawless, and will just give you such a gorgeous glow. I've always heard makeup artists say that the best foundation look will always start with your skincare and how you prep your skin, and since I've been prepping my skin like this, I swear to you, my foundation has never ever looked better. And then before I go in with foundation, I use the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, and this is the Vitamin C one. I can't lie, I don't really notice the difference between the original and the Vitamin C. I guess this is probably just better for your skin. But this just hydrates my skin a little bit more, and it also makes my makeup last all day. Okay, for the skin tint, I was really struggling on choosing a product to show you guys because I've been jumping between two different ones. I'd say I use the Fenty one more, but I also really love the Huda. I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Ease Drop Blurring Skin Tint, and I use the shade 14. Such a good skin tint, especially over the Iconic product. It looks unbelievable and still looks like your skin, but this one is equally as good. I'd say this is a little bit more hydrating, so if you want a really dewy makeup look, the Glow Wish by Huda is also really good. But I'm going to use this one because I'm nearly out of it, so I can definitely tell I've been reaching for this one a little bit more. And then I'm just taking the Coco Cosmetics Marshmallow Sponge, and I think this is the cutest thing ever. It really is like a little marshmallow. I love that you can see my skin through this. I think that's what I hate at the minute. I hate when my makeup looks cakey or just very heavy. I'm just not really into that, especially in summer. Like in summer, I want to look like I've got a natural glow. Maybe not to you, but to me it's the most perfect summer skin ever. Like, I don't think my makeup or like my face makeup has ever looked this good. And then I'm going to go in with the Refi Cream Bronzer in the shade Sand. And I'm just going to use this to start bronzing. Did I just tap that? I do try and stick to more cream products when I do my day-to-day makeups because I feel like they just melt together a little bit more and just look a bit more natural. For concealer, I actually don't mind going a little bit heavier, so I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Vanilla, and I've been waiting for this to come back in stock for so long, and I got a brand new one the other day and I've fallen in love with it again. I'll always take it right up to the waterline because it just looks so much more clean when, I'll show you when it's done, but it just looks so much cleaner when it's all blended out. And then I also just take that on my chin, down the center of my nose, and a little bit on my forehead. And then again, I'm just going to blend that out. Is that too much concealer? Maybe, but I've committed now. I'm just going to keep blending and hope for the best. Then for cream blush, this is my favourite I've ever used. It's the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturiser Blush in the shade Carissa. I'm going to link it down below because I've probably butchered that name. It's such a gorgeous colour. It's kind of like a dark peachy pink. So I'm just going to take that on this brush. I think it's a Morphe M449, and I'm going to apply this on the apples of my cheeks and then kind of bring it up above where I did the bronzer. And then I'm also just going to apply a little bit across my nose. Do I want to look sunburnt? Maybe. She is coming together. I keep going over my makeup with this sponge just to make sure everything's nice and blended. I know I said this on every single step, but this is actually my favourite step. I've started using the Fenty Beauty liquid highlight, and just wait for it. Like, I'm gonna apply a little bit on the back of my hand and show you. How is that a makeup product? It literally looks like diamonds have just been blended down into this beautiful liquid highlight. I'm obsessed. I feel like sometimes your fingers are literally just the best things to apply things with. Apply that on the tops of my cheekbones, and then anywhere where the sun would just naturally hit my face. So usually I'll look at my face in the mirror like this and see where the sun's hitting. I'm going back in with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I'm just going to blend out my under eye again to get rid of any creases, and then I'm going to really lightly set my under eye. And when I say really lightly, I mean really lightly. Like, I don't want this glow to go anywhere, but if I don't set it, then it's just gonna crease and slide off. Make sure when you're doing this, I don't always do this if I'm lazy, but I feel like I notice a difference when I don't do it, but make sure your beauty blender is damp because that's what's gonna keep the dewiness on your skin. I'm going to take a little bit of the mineralized skin finish in the shade Give Me Sun, and I'm just going to bring a little bit of colour back to my face. I'm going to add the lightest layer, and I feel like because it's the mineralized skin finish, it's such a light powder and it's really finely milled, so it doesn't look powdery or cakey or anything like that. This is a step that you can skip, but I can't do my makeup without contouring my nose, so I'm just going to use the Hoola bronzer. I always get the mini ones because I literally only use this to contour my nose. I'm going to use that vanilla shade and just go down the centre of my nose. This part is also optional, but I go in with a freckle pen and I'll just go over any beauty spots, or sometimes I'll even draw some freckles on. But today I'm just going to go over this beauty spot. And then I also have a little pimple there, so I'm just going to go over that as well. Found a new lip liner that I have been obsessed with. So this is the Rimmel Lasting Finish lip liner in the shade Tiramisu. And it's just the most natural, gorgeous lip shade. I'll show you it on, and it kind of just looks like your lips but better. I always stick really close to my lip line, but I'll just overdraw this top part just to give me more of a pouty look. I bought this today and I really want to try it. So I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Heat Lip Gloss Lip Balm. I don't know what they're called. It's in the shade Hot Cherry, and I usually don't go for this kind of colour, but I kind of wanted to add a little bit more colour on my lips today, and I tried this on in Boots and it was quite sheer, so it's not like a true red where it's going to look really harsh. But I'm just going to apply a little bit of this. Oh my god, yeah. This is like juicy, kissable lips, even though you won't be kissing me because this lip gloss was £19. That's cute. It's so different for me. Like, usually I never wear colour on my lips. I'm so stuck in my ways with like a brown or like a nude lip liner and gloss, like a clear gloss. But that's cute. We like this one. She can stay in the permanent collection. Set all of that down. I've even sold myself on this, so if you're gonna get anything from this makeup tutorial, it's this. This is what you need. This is a look that I literally wear every single day, and I've been obsessed with. I think it's perfect on holiday, it's perfect for every day, or even in the evening. Like, this is just an all-round perfect makeup look, even if you was going to meet your boyfriend's mum. Like, this is just so natural and youthful, and it just looks like you've got the most perfect skin. I'm obsessed. I'm going to link all the products that I've used down below, so if you guys want to shop anything, then you can use the links. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this makeup tutorial, and I will see you in the next video.